Your plants can water themselves for $0, and they don't need electricity, they just need physics. Most gardeners fail with automation because they buy expensive gadgets instead of understanding atmospheric pressure. Today, I'll show you how to turn gravity and molecular forces into your best gardening assistants. From $0 bottle hacks to pro-grade systems, let's dive into the science of self-watering. To understand the wick system, you must look at water at a molecular level. Water always moves toward the state of lowest energy, but it's incredibly cooperative through molecular bonding. It relies on two fundamental forces to move without external energy: adhesion and cohesion. Adhesion is the tendency of water molecules to stick to solid surfaces. Cohesion is the tendency of water molecules to stick tightly to each other. When you place a fabric cord into a water reservoir, adhesion causes water to cling to the inner synthetic fibers. As those first molecules move upward along the fiber surfaces, they pull neighboring water molecules up behind them. This molecular pulling chain is cohesion. Together, these two forces create capillary action. This action allows liquid to defy gravity and climb right up the cord. But here is the single most important insight for your balcony setup. The wick itself does not actively water your plant. The wick is merely a passive highway. The real engine of this system is the soil moisture differential. When your potting mix is fully saturated, it has no capacity to hold more liquid. The capillary pull stops completely. As your plant drinks and leaves transpire, it sucks moisture directly from the surrounding soil particles. The soil becomes dry and hungry. This dryness creates a microscopic pressure drop within the container. The dry soil starts pulling water out of the top of the wick. This local pull triggers the molecular chain reaction all the way down the cord to the reservoir. You have built a beautiful passive feedback loop. The plant drinks, the soil dries, and the system pulls more water. When the soil is damp enough, the loop naturally slows down. Your choice of material determines whether this engineering solution succeeds or fails. Never use natural fibers like cotton, jute, or wool. Cotton looks excellent and absorbs water quickly at first. However, your potting soil is alive with millions of bacteria and fungi. These microbes constantly eat organic matter. A cotton cord will rot, degrade, and snap within a few weeks. Always use synthetic cords for long-term reliability. Braided nylon masonry line, polyester paracord, and polypropylene ropes are completely immune to soil microbes. They will last indefinitely on your balcony. You simply torch the raw ends to prevent fraying before installation. You must also understand the physical limits of capillary action. Water can only climb so fast against the downward pull of gravity. A mature fruiting tomato plant in the peak of summer is a heavy drinker. It can easily transpire over 1 liter of water every single day. A single thin wick simply cannot deliver liquid at that massive speed. If you use this setup for large, thirsty crops, your soil will dry out completely. You can easily solve this mechanical bottleneck by increasing the total surface area. Use 3 or 4 thick wicks for a single large pot. Run the wicks through different drainage holes. Thread them deep into the root zone during planting to maximize contact. This system is absolutely perfect for specific balcony layouts. It shines in small containers arranged on tight vertical shelves. It is ideal for leafy greens, microtom tomatoes, lettuce, and Mediterranean herbs. These specific plants have consistent, manageable moisture needs. Set up a central reservoir below your plant shelf. Drop in your synthetic wicks and let molecular forces manage your daily watering chores. The wick system is a masterpiece of molecular biology. But what if you don't have a cord? What if you only have an empty plastic bottle and the air around you? This next method uses the weight of the atmosphere itself to create a smart valve. If you're finding these physics-based solutions useful, consider subscribing to Container Grow. We're building a smarter garden, one law of nature at a time. Now, let's talk about the airlock bottle. The inverted bottle system relies on a delicate balance of invisible forces. It pits the downward pull of gravity against the crushing weight of atmospheric pressure. When you fill a plastic bottle with water and flip it completely upside down, gravity immediately pulls the liquid downward. But as water exits the open neck, it leaves behind an empty space at the closed top. This space contains no air. You have just created a partial vacuum inside the container. The air outside the bottle is heavy and exerts constant force. This external atmospheric pressure pushes directly against the open neck of the bottle. The outside pressure stops the water from flowing out. The system reaches an immediate physical equilibrium. Water can only exit when external air enters to replace it. This creates the classic bubble cycle. Water exits in distinct, satisfying gulps as air bubbles travel upward. You can turn this basic physics trick into an intelligent watering valve. The secret lies in the precise placement of the bottleneck relative to your dirt. Do not bury the neck deep into the container. Instead, position the open neck precisely at the soil surface level. When your soil is moist, it forms a thick, dense seal around the opening. This wet mud physically blocks outside air from entering the bottle. Because air cannot get in, the internal partial vacuum holds the water perfectly in place. The flow stops completely. As your plant drinks, the soil directly beneath the neck dries out. The soil particles shrink and tiny air gaps open up in the substrate. Air sneaks through these gaps and enters the bottle neck. A bubble travels up and a small gulp of water releases into the soil. The newly wet soil immediately reseals the opening. This is a purely mechanical, $0 feedback loop. This system features another incredible scientific bonus. It responds directly to changing weather conditions. When intense sunlight hits the inverted bottle, it heats up the trapped air inside the vacuum space. Basic thermodynamics dictates that warm air expands. As this air expands, it increases the internal pressure against the liquid. This pressure gently pushes extra water down into the dry soil. This expansion happens precisely during the hottest hours of the day. The system automatically increases its water output when evaporation rates are highest. It syncs perfectly with your plant's peak daily demand. A quick engineering tip: using a dark-colored bottle will absorb more thermal energy. This makes the thermal expansion effect even stronger, acting as a natural daytime boost for your plants. However, you must be completely honest about its limitations. This is a slightly chaotic system compared to a wick. It reacts heavily to hole sizes and rapid ambient temperature swings. A sudden drastic drop in outdoor temperature can cause the internal air to contract. This contraction increases the vacuum and can stall the flow completely. Soil debris can also easily clog the neck if your potting mix contains large pieces of bark or compost. For these reasons, it is less reliable than a continuous wick system. It is a dumb but highly useful solution. Use this system as a reliable supplement rather than your primary engineering setup. It is excellent for deep, single containers that need targeted root watering. It is the ultimate zero-budget weapon for weekend travelers. Insert a few inverted 2-liter soda bottles before you leave for a trip. Let atmospheric pressure guard your plants until you return. If you want to automate an entire balcony, you need to scale up your physics. The ideal tool for this is the principle of communicating vessels. This system is governed entirely by Pascal's law. The law states that water pressure in a fluid at rest depends entirely on the depth below the surface. In simple terms, water in connected containers will always find the exact same level. It does not matter if one container is wide and the next one is narrow. Gravity pulls down on the liquid across the entire connected network with equal force. The water automatically shifts through the connecting tubes until the height is uniform everywhere. You can build a highly efficient balcony network using this hydrostatic law. Start with one large elevated reservoir tank. This tank acts as your central control point. Run a flexible master distribution tube from this tank along the floor of your balcony. Next, splice smaller lateral tubes into this main line using simple plastic fittings. Connect these small tubes directly to individual watertight pot trays. When you pour water into the main reservoir, the liquid rushes through the lines. It fills every single tray simultaneously. The water level in your plant trays will perfectly match the water level in your central tank. You can manage the hydration of dozens of separate pots by looking at a single central reservoir. The real beauty of this system is its infinite scalability. The underlying physics remain completely identical, whether you connect 3 pots or 20 pots. The hydrostatic pressure equation does not care about the number of containers. You do not need to buy larger pumps or complex multi-zone timers as your garden grows. You simply add another basic T-connector to your distribution line. Then, drop in a new tray for your latest plant. The hydrostatic pressure handles the balancing work instantly. You can upgrade this setup for true long-term autonomy. Install a simple mechanical float valve inside your main reservoir tank. This valve operates exactly like the mechanism inside a standard toilet tank. Connect this valve directly to an outdoor tap or a large rain barrel. When your plants drink water from their trays, the total system volume drops. The water level in the main reservoir sinks. This drop lowers the plastic float valve. The valve opens automatically and refills the tank from your main water supply. Once the proper level is restored, the float rises and shuts off the flow. This upgrade completely removes you from the daily loop. It delivers a full month of absolute watering autonomy. You must be meticulous during the initial physical setup of this system. Watertight connections are absolutely non-negotiable. A tiny leak in a main fitting will slowly drain your entire system onto the balcony floor. Furthermore, tank height calibration is critical. You must position the reservoir so its maximum water level matches the exact rim height of your shallowest tray. If you place the reservoir too high, Pascal's law will force the trays to overflow. Your balcony will flood. If you place it too low, water will never reach the soil. One technical warning: while the physics are perfect, biology is messy. Algae or biofilm can grow inside your clear tubes over time, blocking the flow. Always use opaque, dark-colored tubing to prevent light from triggering algae growth within your network. This system is the premium choice for serious urban homesteaders. It is designed for large collections of varied containers. It turns a chaotic mix of pots into a unified, self-regulating ecosystem. Choosing the right system comes down to matching the physics to your specific balcony situation. Wick systems cost pennies and offer flawless reliability for small greens, but they fail to scale for massive fruiting crops. Bottle systems cost absolutely nothing and work beautifully for deep single containers when you travel, though they lack long-term precision. Communicating vessels require a modest upfront investment and careful height calibration, but they provide infinite scalability for an entire balcony ecosystem. Assess your space, identify your budget, and select the physical force that solves your biggest gardening bottleneck. Physics is the best gardener you'll ever hire. Which system will you try first on your balcony? Leave a comment below with your layout plans. In the next video, we are looking at light physics and how to double your harvest on a dark balcony. See you there.